Hey everybody, it's Backroom back again with some more information from the Warface closed beta on the Xbox 360. It looks like, this is information from a day ago, so they may have actually updated some more. They have updated the credits system, so during the closed beta you are able to cash in for some free in-game credits with a K. This is kind of an in-game currency. This is what I believe you will be able to purchase as part of a microtransaction to help speed along progress within the game. Now, I don't think it's going to allow you to move through missions or anything, but it does allow you to purchase additional weapons, gear, what have you. During the closed beta, you can get as much money as you want. Here I am as a medic cycling through some of the shotguns available to me. As you can see, they have both a cash and a credit price. Some on the bottom row there, you see that the one on the left has a 14,000 crown cost. You can purchase anything that is unlocked. There are certain items which have a lock icon on them that you cannot buy until you've released them later on. What you can see here is I've got a new helmet. What people have been doing is been buying extra body armor, including stronger boots, which can help either make you faster, give you some sprint speed, or they can even protect you from shots to the lower body. I wanted to try out the medic in Team Deathmatch because I got him a pretty badass little shotgun. We should do some damage up close. Here's a little bit of a climbing cluster. 3 people all trying to climb up at the same time. Snipers, again, always want to be lifted up so they can get to a better position. So he pops me up, and I help him as well. You do get credit for your assists when it comes to climbing and other things like that. I have not seen any credit. You can see the engineer dropped a mine there. Great. I haven't seen any credit for actually assisting in a kill, either on the summary screen at the end or in any experience points that you get. I would like to see something like that added. That way everybody involved in a kill gets some points, and if somebody kind of comes in and snakes your kill, you don't lose all that hard work. There you can see that the rate of fire on this shotgun, since it is a pump action, is a little bit low, and with my shitty aim that can be fatal. This guy somehow gets up on his own, but I do assist getting this guy up. I need to do some more research to see what the difference between helping someone up and them actually requiring a full resurrection with the defib, what the criteria are for that. Oh, so I goes a mine, double killed us both. So the engineer is fun. Apparently they have a suicide grenade as well, so that might be my next real class. One of my favorite things in Call of Duty was the martyr perk. I would get so many kills from my own deaths. You can see the coma or lifeline icons there on the right hand side of the screen. Those were saying that there are people that you can find who do need medical attention. Another medic here in front of me. They've been pretty good about hiding back there. See, there's one of the upgraded grenades. Of course, somebody did pick up a flashbang. You have flashbangs, you have smoke grenades, you have a number of different pickups you can get there. Again, you can upgrade your primary, your secondary, your melee weapon, your grenades, body armor, boots. They have not released, at least at the time of this recording, any skins to change the appearance much. He tosses a grenade, it hits me, I toss mine out, and while I die it gets him too. A fair trade. Is a bullshit kill? Yeah, but I'll take it. Getting into the game a bit more, the gameplay itself is rather smooth. is there much to distinguish it from other FPS games on the market? So far in the deathmatch mode, not really. It's pretty a straightforward gameplay mechanic. I think that the place where this game will stand out will be in the co-op options. I think that's something that I would like to see more games pushing for. Both, nice shot, online and, bullshit, that's why. Both online co-op and local co-op. I know that's a less popular option these days. I guess they don't consider people sitting together and playing as a real thing, but I like to go over to a buddy's house, sit down on the same couch or in a couple of easy chairs or whatever, and do some split screen. I may have mentioned it before, but these days split screen is looked upon as somehow a great crime. You know, in the past we would play, you know, GoldenEye or Time Splitters, what have you, on a 13-inch, you know, CRT, 4 players, and we get by and it was fine. But now, even with a 60-inch widescreen, if you try and even suggest any sort of split screen, you're going to be, you know, just laughed out of the room. Like, no, I lose my field of vision. It just doesn't work. And maybe if you're playing online and something competitive, I could see, yes, you probably don't want to give up any amount of screen space. But if you are playing co-op, I think you should be able to do a local co-op mode. The game so far is fairly close. The other team does pretty well. But as we go through the stage, there's a little corner here. I need to throw a grenade around, see if it bounces. But I think I end up blowing up a corpse of one of my own troops. I don't know if that's actually possible if we just fade it out. That's a fairly popular juncture right there where a lot of action goes on. And here's why I don't know how this happened. I brought up the quick chat dialogue, and I didn't know how I did so. I didn't really know how to release it, so while I was piddling with that, I did get killed. Again, there's another sniper who needs popped up on top. 20 experience points, or VP. I'm not sure what the VP signifies. Yeah, snipers love that perch there because they do have security behind those 2 containers. And somehow he gets I was sliding out, jumping, and he still shoots me. That was a good shot on his part. Maybe it was bullshit. I can't tell which. Always offer to help people up. Not always anybody there available. This side seems to be the neglected when it comes to climbing. Maybe it's not as good of a path for the shooters. Some action going on up here. It's hard to gauge how far your grenades actually go, so I never can tell what arc I need to work with. So that's something that perhaps, again, in co-op or in training when you're working with some friends, have some time to test some of those things with more accuracy and reliability. The more you can repeat something, the better results you will have. Perhaps that'll be one of the perks that they will allow us to unlock, is the holding more than 1 grenade at a time. Fill those pockets. The armor these guys are wearing is pretty beefy, so you think they have room for something else to carry in there. The game hasn't suffered any significant slowdowns since that first initial wave that I encountered when I got in, when the server load was a bit taxed. Since then, you've been able to get into games fairly quickly, and there has not been any noticeable lag in gameplay, which I'm sure will be important for the highly competitive folks. I don't believe they've released another round of beta codes, though, and that's kind of frustrating for a lot of folks I know. Several of my friends have sent in and have been confirmed that yes, you're in the beta. We'll send out more codes shortly. but they haven't had a chance to receive theirs yet. I actually shot a tweet over to Xbox Live's Major Nelson, and he was passing out a ton of Titanfall codes for the Xbox One, but I haven't heard anything from Xbox personnel regarding Warfare in a while. So Warface, pardon me. I'm going to keep saying Warfare. While we're on the subject, I'm going to say Warface is kind of a dumb name. I know that they've heard that from another couple folks, but it's not cool. But yes, if perhaps Microsoft were to talk to Crytek, see if they can get some more folks in. I'm sure Crytek is doing it because they're trying to balance their loads and everything, and that makes sense and all, but it is frustrating when you want to get in a couple of games with your dedicated unit. That was crap. One of the things that I guess there is a good thing, an upside of everyone having the access to infinite credits at this point is that everybody can max out and buy whatever they want. While this sucks from a gameplay standpoint, because everybody's going to have all this top gear, there's nothing really staggered about it. I guess there's some sort of balance in an odd sort of way. But what I think maybe is a good thing, it does give them the opportunity to test as much gear as possible in such a short period of time. Next video coming up is going to be a different mode. I think you guys have seen enough of the warehouse here and all the cargo containers. So we're going to push for some co-op, and maybe we'll actually get a good team match going here. And as you can see, progressing through the first, second, possibly third co-op stage, so you can get to see some of how the actual team mechanics work out, where a medic, an engineer really come in handy. So if you guys get a beta code, please hit me up here or on Twitter at ATI channel, and I will see you all online.